Hi there, we are Blenda and Bruno, and we would like to invite you to follow us in this amazing trip through the Americas region.
It is our first time exploring the region, visiting countries and wondering what we are going to find. We are young and dream of finding a land of equal opportunities. We live in a smart digital era and we must adapt our lives to it. We are believers of a sustainable Americas with reduced disparities.
Esta jornada en la región de las Américas será presentada en inglés. Sin embargo, estaremos a la disposición para responder sus preguntas en español apenas termine la presentación.
Let's start our journey towards a connected Americas. America is a rich continent and we are proud to see how it is abundant in industries, agriculture, research and development, services, education, attractive tourism, and all these areas can still be further improved and developed through the use of information and communication technologies, ICTs, in particular in developing countries. At a glance, this is what we can see visiting the region.
Latin America has increased the number of connected individuals during the last years and is moving to improve in the field of emergency telecommunication, spectrum management, cloud computing, policies and regulation, and bridging the digital divide. There is a substantial increase of ICTs in Latin America. The ICT industry is an important source of wealth, and the number of internet users increased considerably during the last decade. Countries are paving the way to make possible the transition from analog to digital transmissions, and citizens can benefit from ICTs in different sectors.
The Caribbean region, a land of beautiful islands, is working to better promote the use of ICTs and contribute more and more to their society with the value added by technology, mainly through both wired and wireless broadband networks, paying special attention to creating equal opportunities.
Although we are more connected Americas, and gender balance was achieved in terms of number of people connected to the internet, many challenges remain and should be confronted. Traveling around the Americas, we could still find challenges that could be approached through public and private sector partnership as a collaborative effort for the achievement of sustainable development goals. During this journey, some challenges have been observed. Let's go into them.
Latin American countries require support to enhance their capacity of using ICTs to reduce risks of disasters, to make available modern telecommunication infrastructure, to introduce new broadband technologies, and to promote IXPs as a more affordable solution for network expansion. Rural communication is also a challenge that can be mitigated by wireless technology aligned with digital inclusion and capacity building initiatives. The countries of Latin America are also working for a better connectivity, particularly two landlocked developing countries that deserve special attention, Bolivia and Paraguay. Rural and remote areas need to be connected, and the regulatory reform is necessary in some countries. The Caribbean also has a big challenge in terms of emergency communication, and natural disasters have negatively affected the countries in recent years. For industry, convergence, regulation, and technology require special attention since regional policies may support them to progress from basic to more advanced telecommunication services. Investments are required to provide adequate bandwidth at an affordable cost. Special attention should be addressed to Haiti as a least developed country.
The International Telecommunication Union, as a specialized agency of the United Nations, in cooperation with its member states, is committed to the sustainable development and achievement of SDGs through the equal access to ICTs. ITU is connecting the unconnected to improve the lives of millions of people around the world.
We are going to show you how the ITU presence in the Americas region provides support to the countries.
The ITU in the Americas region is working to assist countries to maximize the use of new technologies and make available products and services on telecommunications and ICTs, wireless and fixed broadband, improve connectivity, and enhance their capacity to make available ICT infrastructure. Countries are also assisted to respond to cyber threats and develop their national strategy on cybersecurity. A number of countries have not only been supported after natural disasters, but also assisted in developing a national emergency telecommunication plan.
Developing countries are also being supported to strengthen their national policies and legal and regulatory frameworks through a number of publications. During our workshops and capacity building activities, countries are also encouraged to improve their capabilities in producing ICT statistics, as well as to integrate telecommunications and ICT innovation in national agendas. A number of online and face-to-face courses are organized every year, taking into consideration the understanding that capacity building is a cross-cutting issue that helps countries to develop their national digital strategies.
In the Americas region, Haiti, as a least developed country, is supported to improve its connectivity. Discussions are being carried out on how ICTs can transform the response to climate change. Our seminars and regional events allow countries to discuss and exchange good practices to accelerate the digital economy by making available ICT applications and improve the delivery of services in potential areas, such as education and agriculture. Countries are also supported to empower persons with specific needs, in particular women and girls, persons with disabilities, youth, and indigenous people. Girls in ICT's Day is celebrated by all member states from the Americas region. Girls from public schools are engaged in capacity building activities during the TIC-TAC workshops. The Accessible Americas, our regional annual event for digital inclusion and ICT accessibility, is a landmark event in the region.
Hi again. Did you know that the ITU in the region has articulated their specific priorities in a set of 5 regional initiatives for which new projects are being conceived? The main idea is to engage public and private sector partners working together with ITU towards a more inclusive Americas. Let's move on for a better Americas. The regional initiatives are focused in the following areas: emergency telecommunications, spectrum management and transition to digital broadcasting, broadband access, accessibility and affordability for an inclusive Americas, and digital economy and innovation. In this sense, projects aim at achieving the expected results of each initiative, and the following projects are under negotiation in the Americas.
In the field of spectrum management, there is a project to advise and support administrations in the use of frequencies of the digital dividend and in spectrum management, which will be implemented in partnership with a developing bank. Its main objective is to provide technical assistance to the Latin American countries to reduce the digital divide, as well as potentiate the services of mobile broadband, meet the growing demand for wireless services, and expand the broadcasting services. In the field of broadband access, there is a project to promote community networks to connect the unconnected, which will be implemented in partnership with a development bank and private partners. This project aims at carrying out an assessment to identify and compile different practices for providing broadband access to remote and unattended communities through the implementation of community networks. Once assessed, the most suitable practices will be replicated and implemented, supporting community network projects in beneficiary countries. For accessibility, another project is being proposed to overcome barriers to digital inclusion. This project aims at supporting the administration in developing policies to facilitate an enabling environment to ensure that everyone enjoys the full benefit of telecommunication and ICT's access. Additionally, this project has the objective to assist persons in vulnerable situations through the implementation of local and national ICT initiatives.
We have reached the end of our journey, and it was an amazing experience traveling through the digital era in the Americas region. One important thing we showed you is how these projects represent a step ahead towards the development of the ICT sector in the region. This work can be done and better results can be achieved in close cooperation with the public and private sector. Therefore, we will be able to mobilize all the necessary resources to make together an inclusive and sustainable Americas.
Thank you very much for joining us. Let's work together in connecting the world.